Good evening, gems. I have been trying to record since I left home probably 4 or 5 hours ago. Couldn't get my the phone thing to stay mounted. So I am just now coming on here. I was going to take you guys with me. I had to go and run some errands. What did I have to do? I had to go to the bank because I signed up for, I don't know what you guys think about, well, let me introduce myself. I am unapologetically me, Jean C, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back. So I signed up for Endurance. You know, they're just like Car Shield. Endurance for car warranty. And I ended up changing my mind about about having that. So anyway, I had it for maybe a week or two, and I had paid in $250. So when I canceled it like in March. They said they could not give me any indication on when I would get my money back until it showed up in their system. So even though I emailed it directly to someone, it showed up in their system April 15th. So of course I only got credit from April 15th. That's all the refund, you know, that's the money that they charged me up to that time, even though I never used the service. So I'm going to talk a little loud because I don't have my mic. And I kept calling, trying to get a status. You know, there's 8 to 10 weeks. When it got to 8 weeks, it's 10 weeks. So basically, from April 15th, I got the check back today, which was $117 out of the $250 that I had paid them. These people are, you know, they're just little scammers. You don't know who you can depend on, who you can trust. It's crazy. So anyway, I went to the bank to put that check in. Went by a friend's house because she had some packages outside and she's out of town. Picked those up for her, and then I just went to Wally World or Walmart to pick up some things because I saw a recipe that I want to make, and I went to get the ingredients for it. It's smoked sausage and potato bake. That's what it's called, smoked sausage and potato bake. So yeah, I just came out of there, got an SD card for my old digital camera that I finally found that's been missing for about a year or two. So I'm going to take that on the cruise with me for backup because I already know my phone is going to run out of storage. It's a given. So I'm going to take that and try to record on that. So I bought an extra SD card so that, you know, I'll be gone on the cruise for a week. I just want to have enough to, you know, get some decent footage while I'm on the cruise. So anyway, okay, P.S. If anyone can give me a good recommendation for a car mount, please drop it in the comment box, because I think I've bought like 5 different car mounts and none of them have really worked. So if you guys are using one that you like, that's just reliable, that's reasonable, because your girl's on a budget. So anyway, any suggestions would be much appreciated. Over and out. 2nd of July, if I'm not mistaken. And we are on countdown because we are now less than 10 days before our cruise. So, or before we leave for the cruise. The cruise is the end of the month, and the cruise starts on the 1st of August for 7 days. And I am super duper excited, and I want to start, recording some of my preparations. I've already started, but I'm contemplating whether or not the bag that I'm taking is large enough, and I'm trying to not overpack, but that's almost it's almost impossible. So I don't know whether to just take some of the things away or actually go get the bigger bag. If I've got to pay for the bag, I might as well bring a bigger one so that I can get everything that I need comfortably instead of kind of squashing it into a smaller suitcase, because I can't check it. I was going to try and use it as a check bag, but it's going to be too much. So it's going to be too heavy to lift over and put it in the top of the plane. So I'm just going to go on and pay for the check bag. I think I found out that the first bag is $35. So I'm just going to pay that so that I'll have the things I need, because the worst thing in the world is to get on this cruise and not have stuff that you need. But I'll check back in with you guys and kind of let you know some of the preparations I'm doing. Talk to you soon. Good afternoon, ladies and gents, if applicable. I just did a 6-7 minute video and played it back, and the TV was on and very distracting. So I'm doing this over. Today is Friday. I believe we're at the 23rd or 24th of July. But we're on countdown. We are 7 days out from leaving for our cruise. So I'm so excited. I have waited for this for quite a while. I decided after I finished my chemo, right before I started radiation, I wanted to know the timeline so that I could book me a cruise after I finished the radiation. And I had the chemo and the surgery already, so I just had to find out how long I was going to have to do the radiation. I had 15 rounds, so I was able to get a timeline so I could book my cruise. So I've been waiting for this. It's been so hard waiting for this day to come. So I'm excited. My husband's excited because, he went through all of it with me. So we both went through the journey. So this is my celebratory vacation for kicking cancer. So I am counting down. I said I was going to do a countdown 30 days, and I tried to do a little bit. It's like, this is not working. There's nothing to show all that time out. So I'll probably show some clips of, what I pack, and I'll probably just do a final of the layout of my suitcase, because nobody really wants to watch you pack for a vacation. They're not going to. So I'm not going to do a pack with me video, because I did one before. I never posted it because I thought that it just was a little too long, and people don't want to sit there and watch that whole thing. So anyway, I'll try and do a outfit of the day on the cruise, so you'll get to see what I packed. So I'll show some clips of that. Today I was trying to start the video earlier when I went to get my hair cut. But why is it every time I try and think of the name of that? My car mount keeps falling. So I've got to get a better car mount. If you guys know of a really good one that you use, please put it in the comments so your girl can get something a little more reliable, because I was trying to do some content and do it on my way to get my hair cut. I went to what is it called, Great Clips, and some people's like, you go there? It's like, yep, they cut hair all day long, so I know they know how to cut hair. And it's only $17 plus whatever tip you decide to give them. And she knows how I like my hair, so I got one person. I go to the same one all the time, but it works for me. And in California, they used to always say that it was a place that's just like a Great Clips. It's called Supercuts. And I used to go there. So it's like, you guys can say what you want and go in the places and pay $40 for a haircut. I ain't doing it. So I pay $17. I'm happy with her. So that's what I do. And she put some curling cream. You know, I usually wear it flat. If you've been watching some of my videos, I usually wear it flat, and I like it that way. That's why I wanted her to cut it down so it would be less hair in the top for me to, you know, maneuver. But she put some curling cream. She goes, yeah, you got a few curls coming back up here, because my hair is so straight since it grew back. It's just super straight. But she put some curling cream. You guys let me know what you think about the little curls on the top, or whether you think just wearing it flat is just, it looks better. I actually like the flat better, but I wanted to give myself some alternatives, you know, to do a little different, have a different look sometimes. So, and that's the thunder that you hear outside. It's raining, cats and dogs out here. It's been raining every day, probably for the last 2 or 3 weeks for sure. And it's so weird for us, because coming from California, where it hardly ever rains, we get rain every now and then when it rains, it might rain for a week straight, and then you don't see anymore. But now coming here, it rains a lot. So take some getting used to. The thunder is what gets to me. I'm okay with the rain, but that thunder kind of wipes me out. But anyway, I was trying to take you guys with me. I went to get my hair cut. Then I went to a couple of beauty supply places, because I wanted to find some ear cuffs. I want to see how that looks. I see some people with the ear cuffs, and I think it's really cute. So I came back and ordered some from Amazon, because I couldn't find any in the beauty supply. So I did that. And what else did I do? Went to Walmart and picked up a couple of things. And that was kind of pretty much all I did today. I've already gone to the bank and given them notification that I'm going out of the country, because, take it from me, you want to do that sometimes just going out of town. It don't even have to be going out of the country. But I know one time we were on a cruise, and we were in, I don't know if we were in Nassau or someplace like that, and they stopped our card. They put a freeze on our card, because they thought we were, you know, that somebody was using our card, because we didn't tell them we were leaving. So now I try and be on top of that, make sure my bank knows that I'm going out, and I actually named the ports that we're going to, just in case. And then I also had to contact the post office and let them know to hold my mail, so it wouldn't pile up and be falling all out the mailbox, and people know that I'm not here. So did that. So I'll just kind of probably jump on here, each day, give you a little bit of my countdown process, and take you guys with me. When I get on the ship, I'm probably going to use my little camcorder camera that I found after 2 years of it being lost. And I went and bought some SD cards, some extra SD cards, so that I can try and get as much footage as I can. And I've got to really learn the camera. I've not used it, and I'm really not that comfortable with it, but I know the phone's not going to make it. It's not going to. They'll tell me my storage is out probably the first day I'm on there. So I'm not going to rely on that. I'll probably do most of my filming on that camera, and hopefully that'll come out and I can bring it back and give you guys some footage, because I don't know if I'm not going to get the internet package, so I'm not going to be able to load, like, constant footage or live footage for you, because it's too expensive now. It used to be like $100, and now it's like $130 for a 7-day trip. And that might be good, but what I'm gonna do is I'll decide on what days I may want to have internet, and I think it's $5 more a day if you wait until you get on the ship, and instead of doing it in advance. So I'll just do it that way. I'm not paying $130 to get internet for the week, and for the most part, I'm not going to be in the room. I'm going to be out in the open doing stuff. So anyway, I'm going to get off here, and I'll touch base with you guys later.